Uh, Most of my life, far back as I can remember, I've always grew up in church. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my mother, my stepfather came. I was about four and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and both of them at the time were in a backsliding condition. But my mother was raised very strict, so we didn't have a loose household.
Yeah.
And then when they got reclaimed, God called them both to the ministry.
Yeah.
So church was was I had a healthy dislike for it because we went all the time,
Yeah.
So and my stepfather was a preaching machine, so
Yeah.
he'll run a week long revival, and then at the end of that week he'll say, the Lord saying another week. So my childhood involved a lot of church. It was pretty good. It was good now that I'm older and know.
You know, understand? But like
Yes,
when you
indeed.
in, I know you said like had to have a healthy dislike. Why would you say that? Because I mean I've been there too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, it's just a because you have a bad understanding.
Right.
And I don't
Right.
know if that's the same way with you.
Yeah, I mean, it was like they were. I even had this conversation with my mother, and she didn't explain a lot.
Yeah.
Because she didn't feel like she had to explain herself to
Yeah,
kids.
yeah,
But she broke it down to me one time. But I told her, it's like you forcing me to live saved.
Yeah.
And and a lot of times when I was younger, I would resist the urge because I felt God pulling me.
Yeah.
But I resist the urge as a resentment for them
Yeah.
to surrender to God because they just want me to be saved, so I
Yeah.
ain't gonna be saved.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's why I disliked it so much because I just felt like they forced me. I can't do nothing, and you won't let me go how the other friends go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was just like that. A very bad understanding.
Yeah. Now, man, this made me good. I know we talked about tangents before. now my brain is like going because I've been there too, and and I've had the same conversations, and you start thinking like, so what is it? This is like, is this wholly that? What is it that we could do to make sure like the next generation doesn't feel like that? Is it just? Does it take a village, or is it just?
I don't think it's much.
Mm-hmm.
Because the devil is just going to, that's just one of the fights with church kids, I believe.
Yeah.
They try to do that as something that you're missing.
Right.
And they trying to hold you.
The grass is greener.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like the Bible says, you train up a child the way they should go.
Right.
And it won't depart from it. And I went way out. But
Yeah.
I knew how to get back. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
'cause
So, just, I think, as far as like to do something different, I think the old way works. It's just,
Right.
it'll work if you work it.
Right.
So yeah, I believe that. Yeah,
It makes sense too because I always think about that like it's just like no like it does work because I'm saved today.
right. Exactly.
And so it's like
exactly.
it's just like it's just like what else could be done? But I mean, like you said, train them up. And,
Right.
and I think the best example is to live it.
That's right.
Because
That's
then
right.
I know,
really live it.
you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
now when I stray, I'm not straying.
That's right.
Because I'm like I didn't see you live like you wouldn't.
Yeah,
really-
you was just
wouldn't.
faking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
like, why should I do that?
right.
But when I strayed, I always knew like, nah, it's
This
is
ain't
bad.
right.
Yeah, this ain't right. It keeps you from some stuff too
Right.
because you're like, I know better.
Nah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
You like
sir.
when you
That's
start doing
absolutely
stuff, you be
correct.
like your friend, you be like, I know. I was just talking to somebody earlier, and they were talking about how they also grew up in church, and they talked about how a random lady, they didn't know this person came to them and was just like, you're not supposed to be out here.
Uh-huh.
That you don't even fit in.
That's
and
right.
They was like,
That's
you
right.
don't even know me.
What you mean?
Yeah,
That's right.
And
yeah.
so I get that. So I know you said you grew up in church, so you knew revival, you knew preaching, you knew all of
tent
that.
revivals and month long. I'll be every week. The Lord said go another week. And times I say, well, listen, I got homework. Mom said sit at the back and do it when you come into church.
Yeah.
She used to tell us everything in this house breathing coming to church. I take the dogs if they can go.
I love that. I love
Yes,
that.
indeed.